Hello. I have one page from the notebook and then one page that I'll do a separate video about how the heart is a vortex and the brain is a receiver. So this is the channel downloaded message from this morning. Whoo, it's a little calling us out. So I love you. To understand what's happening on your planet, you must view the energy waves outside of time. Look at events like waves instead of dots or moments in time. Everything that happens is woven into and around all other moments. You will continue to have uprisings of frequency, and uprisings I saw like governments collapsing and people standing up for themselves. You know, I saw almost like popcorn happening all over the planet. I saw the whole planet and I saw like these moments of popcorn of great frequency increases like real fast. Okay, so you will continue to have uprisings of frequency for as long as your collective will focus on change. When you are focused on challenges, it pulls the energy down and tethers until the lesson is learned. Every intention matches the energy. Anger is a lesson. The desire for pain in response to pain is a lesson. Love and understanding elevate the fabric of your energy. The desire for improvements solely for a better world results in an uprising. The desire for improvements so that others may find harm will tether the moment until the improvements happen internally. And I saw literally an outline of a person and I could see like their heart center glowing, right? So self-growth is kind of the theme of that sentence. The power within each of you is being rediscovered at this time on your planet. Power is the rise of the divine feminine, so balance can be restored on your planet. And I definitely saw the balance between masculine and feminine, right? It's the rise of divine feminine because we haven't had the divine feminine, not so the divine feminine can take over all so we can achieve balance again. All right, where'd I go? Okay. Power is loving those who do not yet love themselves. These are the mean people, right? These are the people who are being mean. Those people don't love themselves yet. That's okay. It's part of the process. Power is allowing others to move through lessons at the pace they desire, while at the same time, and there's a big emphasis on at the same time, while at the same time understanding that their story cannot affect you if you simply focus on your own. The desire to control arises from fear. Those that seek to control the most are the most afraid. Okay, let me address this thing that probably hurt some feelings because I understand. Their story cannot affect you if you simply focus on your own. And I know so many of you are going, well, I don't understand. The people that are in charge of my health insurance and the people that are in charge of wars, how can they not affect us, right? Okay, watch my playlist. 3D 5D. On TikTok, it's called the playlist 3D 5D. On Instagram, it's called highlights 3D 5D. I'm telling you, all the answers are in there. That is a big answer that I cannot cover in one video, okay? It's a big concept, and it's a lot. Watch the playlists or the highlights if you're on Instagram. I'm telling you the answers are there, okay? All right. Okay. Those that seek to control the most are the most afraid. I mean, that's true. They're the most afraid, right? So think about world dictators. Those are the people that are most scared. All right. You are not, quote, down on your luck because others, quote, have. You are where you are because your focus has brought you here. You are not poor because others hoard money. You are poor because of all your focus is on lack. It is time to shift this mindset and realize you are the power and your focus is the engine. I'm sorry if that hurt your feelings, but also you're welcome. This is a big realization I had a couple years ago, and they brought this back up, and I was like, oh, I remember how much that hurt. It hurt so bad to realize that because I was definitely in the camp of the billionaires are ruining everything, and that's why our economy sucks because they're hoarding money and they're not infusing it back, and money's meant to be infusing. I mean, that's the idea of how the process works. But here's the thing. Even if all of that money were to be distributed evenly, you would still be coming from a place of lack and you would still somehow have no financial abundance. Still somehow you would have none because it's an energy. It's an energy that's driving the force. And that is a hard pill to swallow. But once you can go in here and say, okay, am I really responsible for that? And just examine that for a minute, just give yourself a minute to process that. That's where everything changes, because once you realize you are the reason why everything happens for you, whether it be good or bad in your opinion, you are the reason, then you gain all of your freaking power back. And I'm having full body goosebumps when I say that. You get all of your damn power back once you realize that, because right now, if you are just like I was, right, when I had the shadow, if you are saying it's the billionaires and the billionaires are why I don't have any money, you are just placing blame on them, and you don't have the control to reclaim it for yourself, right? So once you can take responsibility for that and say, okay, I need to shift my energy so I can have wealth and abundance. I'm telling you, the moment I shifted my energy from blaming others for whatever reasons on why I didn't have the abundance I wanted, and the moment I go, okay, it's me, and I started clearing that stuff, I'm telling you, every freaking thing changed. Everything. So drop your questions. I know it's a lot. I'll pop another video on Heart Vortex Brain Receiver. And also, everything is still changing. All of my downloads that I've gotten from the day after the election forward, all of those like prophecy dates and all, everything still stands. I still am checking it on a regular basis just to make sure I don't need to do an update video if energy shifts or whatever. Everything still stands, okay? That's why this energy is moving away from dates. That's why Spirit is not giving me dates anymore, because everything is still like pouring out. All the stuff is still happening, okay? It can't change for you until you change in here. You've got to change in here, because what happens if the whole world changes and it's ready to move on to 5D, but you're still angry about how people cheated? Guess what? Then you're on the lower timeline, right? That's why Spirit is giving us all this stuff right now, because we are to use this space. Remember how a couple weeks ago or a week ago, time is so made up, I don't know, but whatever time it was, where Spirit said, hey, we're moving away from dates, and we're moving, oh, my right eye is twitching. You can see it. Oh, my right eye is twitching. So much energy. Spirit said we are moving away from dates because it's just more of the same. The stuff is going to continue to pour out. Nothing has changed. None of the downloads have changed. None of the prophecies have changed. I'm only saying prophecies because I use my precog to find the dates, right? Okay, nothing has changed. But if you want to be on that higher timeline, which many of you are already, but if you want to continue on that higher timeline when the world continues to shift and grow, because the world is going to keep growing and raising in its frequency and raising and raising and raising, you have to be on that same frequency as the earth. That's how we're doing it. These are the messages from Spirit that are happening right now to get you on that train that you keep asking how to get on. So many of you are like, how do I get on the Kamala timeline? You guys, you're on it. You're on the Kamala timeline. The stuff has to come out, right? None of that has changed. And if you want to know like the even like more insane woo deeper stuff, join me on Friday in Deeper Downloads. That stuff I cannot share on social media, but I will share it with you. It just has to be in a more, I don't know, covered space. You know what I'm saying? Protected space than here. So that's why I'm dropping all this now. Every day I go, do you have dates? And as soon as I have more dates, because I know y'all are just like voracious little hoes for the dates. I am too. I get it, right? As soon as I have more, I'll drop more. But we are doing this now so we can be on the timeline that we keep asking to be on. Okay? Love you so much.